Pat's back.
Royce Keys and Danhausen finally fight, but not each other.
And the psychopath is one up on the werewolf. Hello, welcome to Wrestle MSX, the best wrestling show. Just that's it. I'm Michael.
I'm Sally.
And after a catch-up from last week, Orton, Pat, Rhodes, we see Cody asking Nick Aldis where McAfee is. Aldis tells Rhodes he's under strict orders not to put his hands on Pat when Jelly Roll appears. He is also told not to touch Pat. Roll gives Cody a pep talk and then heads off. Side note, great background for Rhodes as he talks to Aldis, by the way. Good job, WWE.
Rhea Ripley heads to the ring next, and she tells Jade it's personal after her new gang attacked IYO on Raw. Rhea tells Jade to come out, but instead gets Sky.
Oh.
IYO says she's angry, adding she wants to face Cargill tonight. Ripley asks if she's sure, with Sky saying that she is. Nick Aldis then heads out and confirms the match for later. He is busy tonight.
Oh, he is. Just you wait. Up first, Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. We guessed Bliss, Lyra on our musings video, so we weren't far off. Anyway, Valkyria accompanied Bayley, Flair, Bliss. Natural selection nets Bliss 2 with a sunset flip into the turnbuckle, getting Bayley the same. Bayley turned her sister Abigail into a Bayley to belly, but wasn't able to capitalise. Bliss then managed to kick out of a Bayley top rope elbow on 2.9, with the fight then heading outside. Bliss got back in the ring, with Flair then distracting Bayley as she stood on the apron. This allowed Bliss to grab her from between the ropes, roll her back into the ring, and straight into a 1, 2, 3.
Backstage, Carmelo Hayes tells Trick Williams he hopes he wins at WrestleMania, so he can see him on the other side and have another shot at the US title. Matt Cardona is also there and tells Trick he's fed up with the guests running their mouths. Little Yachty is here. Yachty then tells Trick he should face Cardona later, with Cardona saying that's a great idea, and then heading off to see Aldis about a match.
We have a vignette from Drew McIntyre inside a prison cell saying Jacob is a failure and that he's a convict. He adds he doesn't belong in WWE, he belongs in the cell because he's an animal. He finishes by saying at WrestleMania he's going to be his judge, jury and executioner.
Kathy Kelly then asks Jacob if he has a response to what Drew just said, but before he has chance to answer, Solo and the MFTs roll up. Solo says every time someone brings up your past, it makes our family look bad, and that's embarrassing.
Just say as it is, Solo.
Jacob tells him they'll run it back some other time. Solo then asks, wasn't this where you lost your teeth last time? Adding, it'd be a shame if it happened again. Tama. Tama then squares up to Fatu, with Solo then saying he's off to see Nick Aldis.
He's a busy boy.
As Tama doesn't mind taking care of business.
We have a video of Royce Keys and where he came from, then find out he's fighting next. His opponent, Berto of Los Garza, with Angel, of course. As much as Berto tried, Royce was just too strong, with a running power slam, fall away slam and spinebuster getting the job done for him.
We then see Pat McAfee arrive and try an English accent as Nick Aldis tells him he's told everyone not to touch him. Jelly Roll then asks Pat why he's here, with Pat saying to Jelly that he's an outsider, he's not supposed to be a part of our business, and that he wouldn't get it. Roll tells him to be careful and then puts his hands on him after Pat calls him Belly Roll. Aldis pulls them apart, with Pat then heading to the ring.
I've got a feeling that whoever's written this has taken a lot of that from off the internet, with people saying, you know, like, oh, Pat don't get it, he's not part of it, so they've gone, we'll write that, and tell him to say that, so he's very tongue-in-cheek. Backstage, we then see Kathy Kelly ask Royce Keys how it was to debut. Keys naturally says it was great when Solo appears. He tells Royce he runs things around here, and if there's anything he needs, to come to him.
Fair, yeah.
Oh, Solo, love it. This is what I want to see.
Yeah.
See, when he's messing about with that lantern, he
Not
was
bothered.
boring.
Yeah.
But now he's... Love it.
So Pat McAfee has made his way to the ring, so you know that means many dialogue.
Yawnsville.
He calls San Jose a hole before flipping off the crowd as they boo. He has a go at Punk, calling him a fraud, mentions the WrestleMania ticket prices again, and then calls the crowd again. He then says he's asked Ram Trucks if they pick up 25% of the WrestleMania ticket price for Saturday from now until Raw finishes on Monday.
And did they agree to that?
Which they agreed to do.
Wowzers.
Pat rambles on a little more. I'm sure the kids watching are absolutely loving this. And then goes on about Orton winning Mania.
Yeah, that's some of what Pat was saying. I've not put it in because it's just absolute trash. He was on about some old wrestling company, ICW, so I can't remember. And then Cody Rhodes was there and he mentioned an old trainer or manager. And I'm thinking, you got to be a real nerd. Like,
you have to really
to know these
be
people
in depth.
are.
Yeah.
And you got to think, I'm just watching it because I enjoy it. I don't want to know all this. I just want to see some wrestling.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I want to see some good promos.
Yeah.
I don't want to know about something that's happened 40 years ago because it's boring and I don't know who you're talking about. I'm sure there might be somebody out there that does.
Oh, yeah, there will.
But clearly them ticket prices them ticket sales are awful because they've cut even more off. Or maybe if you didn't charge about 20 grand, no, that's a bit excessive. Like 10 grand. Are they real?
Was somewhere but 20.
Are they real? Don't.
I don't know.
I couldn't. If it was football, literally the world sport. Most people love football. Most countries in the world have got a football team, right?
Yeah.
Not everybody likes wrestling. America, North America, maybe, bit of Europe, India, and then a few dotted around countries.
Yeah.
So why are you charging?
I know.
10 grand,
bet
even more for a
World
ticket?
Cup tickets aren't even that much.
No, they're not. They are expensive, but it's a joke. Anyway, enough about me rambling on. I'm as bad as Pat Mack.
Yeah.
This draws out Cody Rhodes, who heads to the ring. Rhodes says the fans aren't customers, they're family. He did say a ton more before this, but again, it was nothing important. It's what I've just gone over about an old trainer or whoever it was, promoter or something. He then says everyone wants to see Randy Orton at WrestleMania, not Pat.
Fair.
Rhodes then tells McAfee to go home. Pat retorts that Rhodes is a cosplay champion, adding that if Orton doesn't walk out of WrestleMania as a 15-time champion, he'll never set foot in the business again. Orton's definitely winning then.
Rhodes. Oh yeah, there's more. Reminds Pat he used to yeet all the time, so he must really hate it here, in a sarcastic tone, before asking, what was it he said? Oh yeah, you're tired. That's why Pat went in the first place. Or
that's what we believe. He was tired.
Yeah, doing too much and
couldn't sit for 2 hours on a Monday night. Tough gig. I'll do it for half his pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cody then asked if he should get Gunther out here to put him to sleep for good. Rhodes then left, prompting Pat to say he was an elite runaway and asked if he's going to suck Triple H's ass.
Was this a family show? At that point, Rhodes has had enough, removes his jacket and heads to the ring. As he gets on the apron, though, we hear Orton on the Titantron. He's given Jelly Roll a beating and then drags him out onto the rampway. This prompts Rhodes to go to the aid of Roll, with Orton then running off. Pat then heads towards Rhodes, with Rhodes heading towards him. Orton then comes back and blindsides Cody before giving him a beatdown and laying him out with the championship.
We come back from the break and see Pat and Orton drive off with the WWE Championship.
That is straight out of the Attitude Era.
Love it.
Just stealing the title.
And then see The Miz complain about the referee from last week, with Nick Aldis then making a match between Kit Wilson and Danhausen.
Next up, Jacob Fatu versus Tama Tonga. After setting Fatu up for the cutthroat, Fatu superkicked Tama before landing a pop-up Samoan drop, moonsault and then cover for the victory. After the match, as Fatu addressed the crowd, McIntyre emerged from the audience and beat the hell out of Fatu. After a Future Shock DDT, Drew handcuffed Fatu and then continued the beatdown. Backstagers tried to stop him, but to no avail. There is no stopping the Scottish Warrior.
No. We see R-Truth telling Danhausen how to use the ESPN app when Priest wanders over. After speaking to the pair, we hear a scuffle and then see B-Fab thrown into backstage equipment and then land on the floor. Rhea Ripley then appears and tells the tag champs, 1 down, 1 to go.
Sami Zayn, this is another wordy one. Oh, my word. Sami Zayn then heads out and says he's spoken to Orton and Rhodes before telling us he's giving us something real. He tells the fans he loves them, then asks where his fans are. He gives us the usual trope about winning at WrestleMania when the lights dim, and out comes Trick Williams. He gets in the ring with his lapdog and tells Zayn he's going to beat his ass at WrestleMania. Zayn disagrees, tells Trick he dresses like a 1970s pimp, and adds Trick's going into WrestleMania with a main eventer. He ends by asking if he can walk the walk or if he's just talk. Yachty comes back for Trick, saying there will be a new US champion at WrestleMania. Why are you laughing?
You know why. Just before the break, Matt Cardona heads out for his match against Trick Williams, with Sami Zayn watching from ringside. Yahtzee gets in cheap shots when he can, but an unprettier gets Cardona too. The fight then ends up outside with Trick pushing Zayn. Trick darts back into the ring with Zayn then getting on the apron. As he does, little Yahtzee pulls him off, causing Sami to crash onto the apron.
Yahtzee then celebrates in front of the crowd, but Sami comes back and takes him out with a haluva kick. As Trick watches on, Cardona suddenly rolls him up, but only for 2. Trick then gets up, lands a trick shot and covers for the victory. Of course he did.
Of course, yeah. Danhausen versus Kit Wilson is next. With Danhausen winning after cursing Kit as he stood atop of the turnbuckle. Some pyro went off, causing Kit to fall into the ring, with Hausen then finishing him off with a boot to the face and cover for 3. After the match, The Miz, out with Wilson, entered the ring and was about to attack Danhausen when the lights went out. When they came back on, Danhausen was halfway up the rampway.
Where's Elton Prince?
Oh, was he not injured?
No idea. We then head back to the ring to see Jade Cargill looking for her stablemates when she happens across an injured Michin. Michin says it was Rhea, with Cargill saying she has her. After the break, we run through the WrestleMania card and then see Sky telling Rhea to stay in the back.
So, to the last match of the night and the main event of the evening.
Danhausen, Kit Wilson?
No, we've had that one.
Ah, yeah.
IYO SKY versus Jade Cargill. Sky tries the speed, but Cargill answers with the power. We get the awful uppercuts, a missile drop kick from the top rope, and a bullet train by Sky. But when we go for the moonsault, Cargill catches up to her and lifts her military press style.
Sky counters into a submission, with Cargill escaping and landing a blue thunderbomb and cover for 2. Sky pulls off a moonsault from the apron, but Cargill shrugs it off and wheelbarrows Sky into the ring steps. The pair then get back into the ring, where Cargill pump kicks Sky and then jades her before covering for the 1, 2, 3.
After the match, Cargill exits the ring and collects a chair before heading back inside. She never gets to use it though, as Rhea comes running out, gets in the ring and guards Sky. Cargill then exits the ring and heads up the rampway. SmackDown goes off the air with Cargill shouting she'll see Rhea at WrestleMania. Or next week.
Yes. Probably at SmackDown.
Yeah.
That is going to be a hard one to call, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them are a bit tricky. Some of them you can be like, oh yeah, that's going to happen. And I think they'll throw a few curveballs in there. See, I think Orton,
they like to, don't they?
I think Orton will beat Rhodes. I think he'll beat him. But I don't know, I'm guessing a lot of people think that. Not because of how the build's gone. But I just think, yeah, he's about ready for 15.
I think that's, probably what a lot
but
of
then
people want.
Rhodes will be winning, he'll be like, oh.
Yeah, everyone will be booing.
And rioting. Because Rhodes was getting booed by the crowd, as was Sami Zayn. Now, I don't remember that happening in the Attitude Era. Crowd booing people.
I don't think many people got booed, really, did they?
Nobody, because the characters were better. Oh, have I just said something that people are going to hate? Anyway, Now for Michael's moment of the night, this could be a match, a line, a look, a promo, something funny, interesting, serious, quirky, and or different. Just something that catches my eye. Obviously, it has to wait until the end, because if I do it halfway through and it's something that happens at the end, it's kind of a spoiler.
Yeah.
So, Michael's moment of the night, sometimes good, sometimes. So hang around and wait and see as to whether you disagree. For me, it was Solo giving it the big un to Jacob and then telling Royce Keys he runs SmackDown, and if he needs anything, it's got to come to him. I like this, as I said a bit earlier. Now he's done messing about with that blooming lantern. Forget that. Just go back to being like a mini mafia boss.
Yes.
Trying to run it. You've got your MFTs. Just try and run SmackDown. Try and, I don't know what you can do.
Just be funny again.
Just be funny. Yes, just be funny. That's it. I find him funnier than the comedy characters.
Yes. Yeah.
Like Danhausen, I don't get it. Maybe it's not aimed at me. Maybe it's for the kids.
Yeah.
But then our 5-year-olds watching it. R-Truth can be funny, but they just use him to promote stuff, like the Espen app. But aside from that, yeah, Solo, very funny.
Definitely.
I like that.
Yeah. Agree or have any thoughts or views that you'd like to share with us, then please feel free to leave them in the comment section just down below. Don't forget to go and check out our Musings video with our thoughts and opinions on the last week of WWE, because a new one drops
in a few moments.
Every Wednesday.
As always, thank you for watching.
And we'll see you Tuesday for a look at Raw.